Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Chapter 3. The Manifestation of the Supreme Lord. The morning sun bathed the tranquil assembly by the Ganges in a warm, golden glow. The sages and seekers, filled with anticipation, gathered once more around Shukdeva Goswami. King Parikshit, his heart now completely absorbed in the divine narrative, listened with unwavering attention, eager to hear the next chapter. Shukdeva Goswami began, his voice resonating with divine authority. O King Parikshit, today we shall delve into the divine mystery of the Supreme Lord's manifestation. This is a sacred tale that reveals the profound truth of the Lord's transcendental nature and his boundless love for his devotees. Shukdeva continued, at the dawn of creation, the Supreme Lord, in his infinite compassion, chose to manifest himself to guide and protect his devotees. He takes many forms, each with a specific purpose, to restore dharma and vanquish evil. Let us now explore the glorious manifestations of the Lord and the divine activities that highlight his supreme power and grace. The sage then narrated the story of the churning of the ocean of milk, a pivotal event that exemplifies the Lord's intervention in the cosmic order. The Devas, gods, and Asuras, demons, in their quest for the nectar of immortality, agreed to work together to churn the ocean. Mount Mandara served as the churning rod, and the serpent Vasuki was used as the churning rope. However, the mountain began to sink under its own weight, causing panic among the churning parties. At this critical moment, the Supreme Lord appeared in the form of Kurma, the giant tortoise, to support the mountain on his back. The churning resumed, and various celestial items emerged from the ocean, including the deadly poison Halhala. To save the universe from destruction, Lord Shiva drank the poison, which turned his throat blue. Finally, the nectar of immortality emerged. Just as the Asuras seized the nectar, the Lord manifested as the enchanting Mohini, a celestial beauty. Mesmerized by her charm, the Asuras willingly handed over the nectar, which Mohini then distributed to the Devas, ensuring their victory and restoring cosmic balance. The assembly listened in awe as Shukdeva's words painted vivid images of the Lord's divine interventions. They realized that the Lord's manifestations are not merely mythological tales but profound truths that reveal his omnipotence and compassion. Shukdeva Goswami then recounted the divine birth of Lord Narsimha, the man-lion avatar, who appeared to protect his devotee Prahlad from his tyrannical father, Hiranyakashipu. Despite the demon king's relentless efforts to kill his son, Prahlad's faith in Lord Vishnu remained unshaken. One day, Hiranyakashipu, in his arrogance, asked Prahlad, "Where is your God? If he is everywhere, why do I not see him in this pillar?" With unwavering devotion, Prahlad replied, "He is everywhere, even in this pillar." Enraged, Hiranyakashipu struck the pillar with his make. To his astonishment, the pillar split open, and from it emerged Lord Narsimha, with the body of a man and the head of a lion. In a fierce battle, Narsimha effortlessly defeated Hiranyakashipu, tearing him apart with his divine claws. Yet, after vanquishing the demon, the Lord's rage was unappeased, and the universe trembled. It was only when Prahlad, with his pure devotion, approached and pacified Narsimha that the Lord's anger subsided, and he blessed his devotee. The assembly was spellbound by the tale of Narsimha, recognizing the Lord's boundless love for his devotees and his willingness to transcend all limits to protect them. They felt the profound truth of bhakti, realizing that the Lord's grace is always upon those who surrender to him with a pure heart. Shukdeva Goswami then spoke of the divine incarnation of Vaman, the dwarf Brahman who appeared to subdue the pride of King Bali. Despite being a demon king, Bali was a great devotee of the Lord. To test his devotion, Vaman approached Bali during a grand yajna, asking for 3 pieces of land. Bali, with reverence, granted the request. To the astonishment of all, Vaman transformed into a gigantic form, covering the entire universe in 2 strides. With no space left for the third step, Bali, with humility and devotion, offered his head. Vaman placed his foot on Bali's head, pushing him to the netherworld but blessing him with eternal protection and devotion. The sages and seekers, their hearts filled with devotion, felt the divine presence in Shukdeva's words. They understood that the Lord's incarnations are not limited by time or space but are eternal truths that guide and protect the righteous. As the day drew to a close, the assembly remained immersed in the divine nectar of the Lord's pastimes. King Parikshit, though aware of his limited time, felt an overwhelming sense of peace and fulfillment. He realized that each moment spent in hearing these sacred stories brought him closer to the Supreme Lord. Thus ended the 3rd chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, leaving the assembly inspired and eager for the next revelation. The promise of more divine pastimes and the profound wisdom of the Supreme Lord filled their hearts with anticipation and devotion.